What's going on, YouTube? You're back with Shades, and we're continuing our Let's Play of Seduce Me, the Otome. And now we're using the correct mic. I was set it to the wrong mic last time, and Kimmy was super quiet.
Yes.
Anyway, because Kimmy does not enjoy the voice acting... Yeah. Because Kimmy does not enjoy the voice acting, we're gonna turn on the voice acting, because she's not that kind of person, and we can still react to what they're saying, and blah blah blah, and we're just gonna test this out for now. I'm not sure.
I'm looking forward to their actual voices.
The thing is, I'm not sure if this game's in English.
Oh.
That's the thing, it's an indie game, but I'm not sure if it's in English.
We'll throw our best bet.
Well, yeah, because it's better than, like, Kimmy struggling to word. And I'm sorry, Kimmy, but it was a little hard.
I am very stuttery, yes.
Yeah, but it's just because you're not used to it, and I am, so... Okay, so might as well get a boyfriend.
Oh, yes, might as well get a boyfriend.
Maybe she's just not interested in a relationship, Suzu.
Oh, she sounds nice.
That's Naomi.
That's Naomi. She sounds so nice. Oh, we don't have a voice actor.
Well.
Well.
Oh. She had puberty twice. It really wasn't about wanting a relationship. More, there was no one interested enough to be in a relationship. Damn!
Damn, girl! Savage! Savage! Oh, I thought I was narrating.
It's okay, a demon is perfectly fine, right?
I don't think she knows at the beginning. And shh, spoilers.
Oh,
Don't get me wrong, I'm an open person, but there were not many interesting guys in the school to go out with. What about the ladies? Like the ones in front of you.
No.
Why? What's wrong, Kimmy?
I mean, Naomi, sure. Who knows? Time will tell.
Look at her face. Yay! Naomi looked at me, wanting to continue the conversation. However, before she could speak, the speakers in the cafeteria started up and an announcement echoed through the cafeteria.
Miss Anderson, please come to the main office immediately. Please bring your things with you.
Oh no, what happened?
Is it us? Who's Miss Anderson? Is that us? Are we Butterface Anderson? Butterface and her son.
Oh my god, Jesus.
Oh my. Looks like our plans have been cut short. The men in white coats have finally come to get you.
Oh, it's Naomi. I like Susan's.
Freaking evil.
I mean, she's supposed to be tomboy, so her voice is a bit rougher.
Like evil?
I don't know. And plus, look at her face. Butterface!
God damn it, Kyle.
You love me.
Suzu, don't joke around. What if it's serious?
She sounds very sweet, like very sincere.
And we made her to be a bitch.
I thought she would be the bad lady.
But the dialogue said she was our friend.
Oops. Fine. If something happens, just call us.
At least she's supportive.
I guess.
Funny enough, something did happen. And it was certainly no laughing matter. Cold. It was really cold.
Oh no.
The rain became heavier that afternoon, accompanied by rolling thunder now and then. The skies had turned dark, though I couldn't see any of it under the black umbrella. Not that I was looking up. In fact, looking up was the exact opposite of what I wanted to do. I stared at the grass beneath my feet, unable to look up at the people weeping around me. All I could see was the damp grass underneath my feet.
Oh no!
Only the monotone eulogies that floated through my ears reminded me that I was at a funeral.
What the hell?
It was only when the speeches ended that I was finally able to raise my head. Harold Anderson, forever in our hearts. Her dad.
Oh no.
A small gathering of people, mostly made of relatives that I didn't even know were related to me, were huddled around a simple, small grave. For a while, all I heard was the sound of raindrops on umbrellas. If it weren't for raining, everything would probably be in a heavy silence. I looked beside me where my father was standing and holding up a large black umbrella for our small family of 3. His face was emotionless, a straight sight next to my weeping mother. I wondered what was going through his mind. After all,
no, that's not her dad.
Or uncle, maybe. I don't know.
I'm thinking brother.
I'm gonna read it!
We'll find out.
After all, etched into the smooth gray tombstone before us was his father's name. Grandpa.
Grandpa.
Okay, that's not that bad. Like, old people can be expected to... Yeah, it is sad. I'm not gonna lie. I've only lost one of my grandfathers. I didn't know him that well, but it was still sad, especially for my mom. But, like, it's a little more easily taken than, like, saying a brother or a dad dying. Like it was someone who met their time, hopefully. Hopefully.
I want to know how this is related to her actual story.
We shall see. My grandfather, the one who raised me like his own daughter, had passed away that day. The ceremony was small. Only close family were allowed to come. Slowly, though, people began to leave, leaving my father, mother, and me behind at the grave. A man dressed in a clean black suit under the uniform, black umbrella of the funeral attendees walked toward us, introducing himself as grandfather's lawyer. He pulled out a few documents from his suitcase and began to read aloud his contents. He has a contract with demons.
You think so?
Maybe, I'm assuming. Also, spoilers. I'm sorry. I looked ahead. I'm sorry.
And now, I shall read Harold Anderson's last will and testament.
Matthew Mercer? Only my parents and I were allowed to be present for my grandfather's will. It was under the strict request of his lawyer, and there was a reason why.
And to my dearest granddaughter, I give my estate. All the furniture and decor that resides within the house shall also be given to my granddaughter.
Okay, so there are demons in this game. I have to say that right now. I looked it up. That's what the sexy boy men are. They're incubus. They're incubus. So I'm guessing that this house is infested with incumbi, and they made a deal with the grandpa somehow, and they get his granddaughter as a bargaining chip. Okay, and one thing I noticed is that the audio literally stops for like a split second and restarts. So like you gotta work on that, game programmers. But there's a sequel to this that costs money. What? What? I'm sorry. I'm gonna be more and more. What? What? I couldn't believe my ears. I had earned the family I had earned the family estate at 18. That was impossible, and yet it was written by my own grandfather's hand. Oh, she's 18, so she's a high school senior.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I thought we already knew this, Kyle.
Oh, well, I don't think we confirmed her year.
He passed the family estate to her? Why am I not surprised?
Stop being spiteful, father.
You jealous, Daddy? Daddy, baby, call me Daddy in the backseat of your paddy. I'm sorry. Your face.
Please move on.
Yes. Also, like you could tell that some of these people were like a little too close to the microphone.
Yes.
Dear.
Wow, you look a lot like your mom, and you have your dad's eyes, and his chin. Apparently, no, your mom's chin.
Yo, mama got that ombre going on. Damn.
Ombre.
Well, did he say anything about what will become of the CEO and chairman position of the Anderson Toys Company?
Oh yeah, I forgot. They're heirs to a toy company.
No. It is presumed that the vice chairman will succeed the position.
Boom, Daddy.
Even to the bitter end, he wouldn't give in. What a stubborn old man.
Well, I'm assuming you're in America, so he doesn't have to give you the goddamn family business. He gives it to someone he can trust. And apparently he doesn't trust you. Or he doesn't want you to deal with it. He wants you to spend time with the fam. I bet that's what it is. Shaking his head, my father turned to face my mother with a serious expression on his face.
About the estate. Should we send her there to get used to the building? It'll be a good place for her to live after high school.
Wow, living alone after high school because you inherited your grandpa's estate.
Why is he being such a dick about it?
Typical Asian dad, I don't know.
Oh, are they Asian?
They look Asian.
Anderson is another Asian last name.
Maybe they gotta change when they move from China.
Were you gonna say Hawaii?
I was gonna say like Korea number one. By the way, link right here to a video that me, Kimmy, and Edgar made on his channel. Link right now. Click it. Click it before it goes away. Click it now. And now it's gone.
Are you sure we should?
Okay, why doesn't she get a say in any of this? They're just agreeing in front of her.
Clearly, they're Asian. Asian children don't have a choice.
Why not? This would be a good experience for her.
Why are you so spiteful? Jesus. Who is the director for your voice acting? Be angry. Just be angry.
Honey, what do you think?
Oh, now we're getting asked.
Dot.
I really wasn't sure what to say. Why did my grandfather think I was the appropriate heir to the mansion? Was I even ready to live on my own?
Well, that seems to be it. We'll be taking our leave now.
Look at his face!
Sure the little heiress needs some time to adjust.
Why are you so angry? Oh.
He probably just wanted Daddy's company for the longest time.
I am 90% sure that's what it was, but I'm just like, still, boy, why are you so spiteful?
David!
Oh, look at the mom, angry. Even though she raised her voice, Dad wordlessly began walking back to the car, disinterested. Wow, you selfish prick!
Don't mind him, honey. I think that your grandfather's passing really affected him. why don't we get back home for now?
She sounds Asian. Also, she's a little too close to the mic. You can go. You can go to. You can go ahead to the car, Mom. I think I need some time alone with Grandpa.
Oh, of course. Take all the time you need.
Kind of sad.
I know it is, and the dad's being really spiteful about it. She gave me a quick hug and hurried after my dad. I looked around the funeral grounds, which was completely empty, save for the sullen-looking grave that was laid in front of me. I'm sure that if Grandpa were in charge of raising all of this, it would have been much different. It was blatantly obvious that my dad... I'm sorry. Don't just scratch my head. I elbowed her in her flu shot area. At least it wasn't like when I punched you in the boob.
Yo, straight up. Kyle decided that it would be a perfect time to literally screech for joy, shoot out his arms, and punch me right in the boob as I was
It's not like I
walking
intentionally
past
punched you in the boob. You happened to walk into my fist as I exclaimed
him.
and
It
thrust
was
my hands
a
out.
very hard punch.
It was, and I feel very bad about it.
It was a good thud.
Yeah, there was a
That
thump, and I'm like, oh!
It resonated through me. Continuing.
It was blatantly obvious that my dad was in charge of the whole event. Who else would bury their own family in the same day they pass away?
Oh shoot, that was fast.
Wow, really?
I don't think that Mama
There was no
would do
wake?
that.
There wasn't a wake?
That's weird. That's messed up, dude.
I'm guessing that, like, because he was like the mogul to a business, he didn't spend a lot of time at home. So like so her dad, Mr. Anderson, was just like, I don't see you as a father. I see you as a person I'm going to take a company from when you die. I mean, kind of messed up, but also it depends, like, on the situation. Like, I can see that happening if there's no connection because he was working on the company for so long. They didn't spend time with his family.
Yeah, but he was just so spiteful. Anyways, keep going. I want to see what happens next.
She's so interested now. Everyone knew my grandfather's love for toys, and yet the grave was a mere stone slab on the ground, void of any children's toys. My dad didn't even bother putting flowers. Whore. His disdain for my grandfather was almost pitiful. Sorry, Grandpa. I tried to force out some words, but the only thing that came out was a choked sob. He told me to stay strong, but right now I'm the farthest from it. Like that one time a long time ago. Flashback! Grandpa!
Really? Kyle?
She's a small child in this.
Keep going. Keep going.
Oh, it's so good to see you again, sweetie.
Aww.
Hello, Grandpa. I was swept into a giant bear hug, and we both laughed as he swung me around like an airplane. It was one of my favorite things about seeing my grandfather, the way he greeted me. Unlike my father, my grandfather was loving and playful, even as I grew older. Fuck you, Daddy.
Daddy issues.
Sorry that Daddy couldn't be here today. He said that he wasn't feeling too good again. It had always been like that. Dad missed every visit to Grandpa's house, citing that he was busy with work or wasn't feeling well.
Is that so? Well, that's okay. Daddy can come around next time. And you're here, right?
You're so British.
Oh, so sad.
I know, but he's so British. Yeah. So what are we doing today, Grandpa? Mommy says that there's a new dessert cafe open in town. Maybe we could go.
Oh, I would love to. But I've been so busy with the company these days. We're actually working on a little something. Would you like to see?
Yes. Ooh, is that a toy?
It is. I was designing a new line of them. But I feel like something's missing. You don't think you could help me out, could you?
The soul of a small child. The soul of a virgin.
Well, there you go, Kyle. Into the pit you go. Of course.
Oh, her voice changed!
Of course.
It turned into an actual girl this time! He placed the toy in my hands with a smile. I inspected it carefully. It was beautifully crafted, and obviously a lot of work was put into it. There was one thing, though.
So, what do you think?
I think the heart on his chest should light up when you hug. Oh.
It's a Care Bear!
It'll be like it's alive, and it could take a little night before. It'll be like a little night light before you go to sleep. Oh, it's so cute.
Her face, right
It's
now.
so cute.
He's dead!
Aw.
He stroked his chin, considering my input while nodding his head. After a few moments of silent deliberation, he turned to me with a chuckle.
That's a great idea. I'll get to changing it right away. You're always like my little lucky charm, dear. You always know what to add to make the perfect toy.
It was the only family member that loved him. No one else loved her.
Well, I hope we can be like you one day, Grandpa. Sugoi!
God damn it, Kyle.
You love me.
You want to make toys as well?
Well, making people happy is the best feeling in the world. I don't know if I want to make toys when I grow up, though.
Don't worry too much about it. You have plenty of time to decide. Besides, you should do what makes you happy as well.
Yeah, like making a gum company named Dragon, Spicy Ass Dragon.
It's only cinnamon-flavored gum.
It was what is it? Trinity?
Trinity something.
Yeah.
And then, like something with dragon with Suzu's name. That makes sense. Dad doesn't think of it the same way, though.
Your father. I'm sure he just wants the best for you.
No, he's a spiteful bitch.
So much sadness.
I bet like in the end the dad cries. He's like, I just wanted my dad to love me. I bet it's gonna happen. I will bet like 5 British pounds. I'm not so sure about that.
Sweetie, look at me.
Now.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
He bent down to look at me eye level, with a serious look on his face.
As much as your father may say something that doesn't make sense now, you must remember that he's always thinking about you. He loves you. There's no doubt about that. And you need to love him just as equally.
Oh.
Hang on, let me lower the background music a little bit because it's overtaking the voicing a little bit.
That's so sad.
I'm sad. I don't hate Daddy. I really do love him. I don't know why he's like this, though.
Your father and I have had some difficulties with each other in the past. But it's nothing that you should be concerned about.
I think it should. I think she should be concerned about it, to a degree. I heard tidbits of this from my mother and various other people. Oops! The only people who had stayed quiet were my father and grandfather. Both of them refrained from saying a word on the subject matter, but it was clear that whatever happened set up a wall between them. It's hard, though, trying to pretend as if nothing were wrong.
However, no matter what, you have to stay strong. You're a big girl already, and, well, there'll come a day when it seems like it's you against the world. But always remember that your family and friends will be here with you.
Butterface Anderson versus the world. She's a big girl now.
Daddy, Mommy, your friends at school, me. We'll stand together to get through it.
But you died.
God damn
Because
it,
we'll
Kyle.
be Daddy.
Oops. How can you be so sure of that?
Because we'll be right here and here.
You mean here? Or here? Maybe here.
So stay strong.
Oops. He pointed his finger to my head first, and then pointed at my chest.
So stay strong. Promise?
For a moment, he almost looked sad, pleading, but as quickly as it come, the expression disappeared from his face, and all was his smiles once again. Promise.
Alright then.
Oops. God damn it, this stupid...
You are so bad at cooking.
Okay, no, I think it's the mouse. It's double-clicking for no reason sometimes. Upon hearing that, Grandpa let out a great burst of laughter and stood up.
Alright then. Enough of that. How about I whip up some special homemade dessert? I know I can't accompany you at that new cafe, but we sure can talk and eat while I cook and do some paperwork.
Homemade dessert? I'll race you to the kitchen.
Hey, slow down there. I'm not what I used to be.
You willed me the very home I loved you to see you in. Why? Why would you think I would be ready to take it, especially after all this? A surge of anger bubbled within me, but I quickly swallowed it. There was no use in getting mad, especially when the person in question was no longer there. I'm sorry. It's hard to calm down when you've left me with so many questions, especially about what happened between you and Dad. What am I doing? Talking to a grave. My vision blurred, and I suddenly realized that I was crying. My face heated up as tears rolled down my cheeks. I'll bring you some flowers later. I miss you, Grandpa. I'll try my best to fulfill my promise I gave to you, even if the world might turn against me. I left the grave, wiping tears hastily so my parents wouldn't see. Kimmy has orange juice.
Well, it's time to head back home. I'll cook up your favorite lasagna when we get home, okay?
She likes lasagna. Lasagna.
What are they listening to? 96.11?
Superstation. Thanks, Mom. However, my dad didn't speak the entire drive home. Bitch. I wanted to talk to him, but after his moment at the funeral, I wasn't sure that was a good idea.
It's about time we took off those dreary black clothes.
You whore bag. Not gonna say words.
Why is he an asshole? Just keep going.
Why is he an asshole? Gathering my courage, I decided that it was time to talk. Dad, could I ask you something?
Go ahead.
What?
Okay, I guess not.
Fine, grunts up the stairs. Why do you want me to move into the estate so soon?
I thought I made that rather clear. The college near your grandfather's house is well known for its business program. You are planning to major in business, yes?
I'm gonna flip tables.
No, keep going, keep going.
Right after you graduate from high school, you'll just live there and can easily commute to and from school. It's a perfect fit for you.
Typical. I'm sure he's Asian now.
Just an asshole. Just an asshole dad. Just typical asshole dad. Keep going.
I should have ended it a while ago. I was planning on making this video shorter, about 20 minutes. I think this is a good place to stop because it just lives on a nice little cliffhanger of Daddy going, I think it's a perfect fit for you for business and more business. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video... So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you want to see more videos from me or from this series, or just more of Kimmy, hit the subscribe button. And you're now exiting the Shadyverse. My name's Shades.
I'm Kimmy.
And you're now going to the end card. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye.